Come on, I think we're nearly there.
Wait, Charles. I think Shields is having a moment.
Bleeding hellfire. I'm cream crackered. Just give me a moment.
You go on. We'll catch you up.
Nico looked excited. She was absolutely in her element. What do you think we're going to find?
Well, that I guess. Ancient prophecies, supernatural curses, devil raising.
Well, let's hope it's our lucky day. Do you think the Garden of Eden is actually up here?
Remember, it's a very ancient site we're looking for. Who knows what it might be like now?
Sears was looking pink and moist. The desert clearly wasn't his natural environment.
You okay? Yeah. Just give me a moment.
Hey, Sears. Want a cookie?
Blimey, rich tea. What's the special occasion? You're too kind. Oh.
Hey, Sears. Have you met my friend Trevor?
But he's a cockroach.
Shh, don't tell him. I don't think he knows.
Oh, sorry, Trevor.
He says that's okay. Hey, Sears.
Yeah, I remember that. That old geezer who hit me on the bonce with a pug was wearing it.
Small world, huh? It was a huge natural stone arch. This whole place was amazing. Guys, there's a small problem.
Is it Langham?
No, it's worse than that. Come look.
Oh, George, stop being so overdramatic.
Oh, look, a goat.
You like goats?
Love 'em. Hey, we could call it Donna.
Oh, what a lovely name. Isn't it, Princess? Are you hungry, my lovely?
Okay, while you get all David Attenborough on us, I'll take a look around. That's a Wolfram truck, which means Langham can't be far away. Another angry goat. What had I done to deserve the universal ire of goatdom? The goat stared at me, pure hatred in its black eyes. For a brief moment, I considered petting the creature. That moment quickly passed. The feeling of animosity was mutual. It was an old, gnarled fig tree. It looked like it had been growing here for many years. One limb, just out of reach of the goat, was laden with ripe figs. Ripe figs hung just out of reach of the goat. Nico, what is it with you and goats?
What is it with you and goats? I'm not the one who's alienated an entire species.
What do you think Langham is up to?
I dread to think.
Several perfectly ripe figs. Would you like one of these figs?
Why not? Thanks.
Shears wore the expression of a fascinated child. Cute, until you realized what he was capable of. Hey, Shears?
What?
Feeling any better?
This heat makes me feel proper pony. Know what I mean?
No. Hey, Shears. Would you like a fig?
No, thanks. I don't do fruit. Apart from wine, of course.
It devoured the fruit greedily. The goat sniffed the cookie, took a nibble, then spat it out. I didn't blame it. Trevor could teach that goat a thing or two about good manners, but I couldn't risk him being eaten. Despite the yarn being a processed byproduct of a fellow bovid, the goat had no qualms about eating it. The back of the truck was full of sealed boxes and crates. A knapsack had been thrown on top. I decided I should locate the owners before touching anything. A truck door sported a Wolfram logo. We were in the right place. Langham and his Wolfram thugs were here somewhere. Better find them first. A giant stone head lay on the ground. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. There you all are. But where's Langham? Psst.
What have we got here then? Do you think the boss is coming out?
Dunno and don't care. I was only here to blow a hole in that rock. Job done. Just waiting for me ride home.
Let's give him half an hour, max. This place gives me the willies.
Oh, don't be such a wuss. A few old statues. What could possibly go wrong? All right. Like you said, 30 minutes.
We need to get past these idiots and stop Langham.
Tricky. They've got some tasty-looking shooters. Besides, I'm a reformed man. I've given up senseless violence. Miss Collard is leading me out of the darkness and into the promised land. One day at a time.
Oh, that's great, Shears. Great! Terrific timing. I guess we're going to have to find a way past them. I'd moved as close as I could without being spotted. 3 of Langham's thugs, all heavily armed and dangerous looking. We'd need to get them out of the way if we were going to stop Langham. A large statue of a creature with a winged bull's body and a human head. Looked pretty intimidating. Another intimidating statue. Langham's men had used explosives to blast a hole in the rock face. It looked pretty dark in there. There was no way I'd get close to the cave entrance while Langham's henchmen were still there. The narrow path opened out into a clearing. I didn't want to go down there until the guards were out of the way. I contemplated disabling the guards with a Brett, but it could have broken the rules of the Geneva Convention. I had to find a more civilized distraction. Half a rich tea cookie, not quite enough to go around. I considered unleashing Trevor on the unsuspecting guards, but his kung fu training was incomplete. One day soon I would put him to the test. Only then would he learn the true secrets of a Shaolin master. Flowers in gun barrels. Really? I very much doubted that would make them lay down their weapons. With my best throw, I tossed one of the ripe figs. It landed close to the group. None of them spotted it. If I threw another one, Langham's goons might figure out we were watching them. Shears was watching the guards like a hawk, a pink, piggy-faced, sweaty hawk. Hey, Shears. Any idea how to get past these guards?
Some sort of distraction, I guess.
So, what are we going to do about these guys?
Perhaps you could create some kind of distraction.
Notice anything about the guards?
Only that they look nervous.
The driver's door was locked. The back of the truck was full of sealed boxes and crates. A knapsack had been thrown on top. I grabbed the knapsack. It was full of military items. A canvas knapsack full of heavy objects. Some of them look pretty dangerous. Hey, Nico, check this out.
Where did you get that from?
It was in the back of the Wolfram truck. The contents looked a little military.
I suspect Shields knows his way around most military objects. Perhaps he can shed some light on what they are.
Hey, Shears.
Hello, my darlings.
What's all this stuff?
Explosives mostly. Right little treasure trove.
It was a roll of duct tape. If you can't repair something with duct tape, you're not using enough duct tape. It was a battered old lighter. A monogram on the front read, "Put your own personal monogram here." The classic badass lighter. I took it. I needed all the help I could get. A cardboard roll containing some kind of wire. What's that?
Fuse wire. Cut a length off, stick it in something that goes bang, light it and do a runner.
Sounds simple enough.
It is, until you make a mistake.
Long tubes wrapped in paper. Certainly look like dynamite. Is that what I think it is?
Careful! Dynamite is fickle, unpredictable and dangerous. Just like her indoors. No gymnastics while you got that stuff in your pocket.
It was either a giant slab of bubblegum or a block of explosive. The writing on the side was the giveaway. I'm guessing this isn't a giant stick of gum.
Dead right, Georgie boy. It's TNT. Don't worry about it though. It's perfectly safe. Long as you don't pull that timer cord. And if you do, give us a shout first.
What on earth is that, Shears? It looks dangerous.
Careful, it could be anything. Gelignite, plastic, or it could be someone's lunch.
Yeah, I think what you got there is a sausage. Local delicacy, I expect. Dynamite. If Shears said it was dangerous, it had to be really dangerous.
Come here, George. What are you doing? Throw that and you'll kill us all. And seal up the entrance forever. I've escaped a burning building, been shot at twice, and broken 3 fingernails hanging off a cable car. So I am not going to let you blow me up before I write the story of my career. Understood?
Okay. So, you're not keen on dynamite then?
I'll be having those explosives, George.
But
No buts, George.
despite Shears telling me otherwise, I wasn't convinced that this sausage was edible. It did smell of garlic, but looked more like a stick of dynamite. Hey, Nico, check this out.
What is it?
A sausage?
Are you sure?
Yeah, smell it.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey, Shears.
The last man who waved his sausage in my face is propping up a bridge on the M25. But don't you worry, George. I'm a changed man.
I showed the sausage to Donna. She was less than impressed. Nico would never forgive me if I set fire to the goat. I didn't want to make myself a target without a very good reason. Once butted, twice shy. A roll of wire used for detonating explosives. I knew it was a sausage. Shears knew it was a sausage. But one tiny length of fuse wire and voila, dynamite. It was a smelly sausage with a length of fuse wire sticking out of it. Passable for dynamite, as long as nobody gave it a sniff. Hey, Nico, check this out.
What on earth have you got there?
It's a sausage.
And that's sticking out of it?
Fuse wire. Trust me, I have a plan.
You've been watching too many children's cartoons.
Hey, Sears.
So you turned the sausage into a banger. Get it? Banger?
No, not really. I didn't think I'd be able to toss the sausage that far. An old lighter with a witty monogram etched onto it. I needed to figure out what to do with it before I lit it. Nico, a hand, please. You seem to have a bond with these creatures.
I hope you're not thinking of harming Donna.
Trust me, a cunning six-phase plan is forming, wholly approved by all the major animal rights organizations. Just keep her still for a second.
Why have you attached the sausage to Donna?
That's phase one. Now, watch as the others come together.
If it's all the same to you, I'll watch from over there.
I had a fake piece of dynamite strapped to the goat. Phase one of my plan, complete. Now, I just had to figure out phases 2 to 6. That should do the trick. The goat wore a sausage around its neck. A fuse wire protruded from the sausage, fizzing angrily. I casually tossed a fig to the bottom of the path. I had an idea. I wondered just how much that goat liked figs. Hey, goat, want a fig? Cry havoc and let slip the goats of war.
Oh, hello, goatie. Oh, fellas, what's he got round his neck? Looks like...
Oh my God! Scarpa!
Langham's guards must have been spooked. There was no sign of them.
So, in there then? It looks dark.
I ain't going in there. Tight spaces give me the heebie-jeebies. Why don't I stay here and make sure the three wise monkeys don't come back?
So, here we are. Eden, the end of the journey. Which is ironic, because Eden is also the beginning of the journey.
I know that Langham is in there somewhere. But you know, George, I'm excited.
Yeah? Me too. Hey, Shears.
Nice work getting rid of those goons. Just goes to show that scaring the crap out of someone is as effective as beating them senseless.
The cave was pitch black, too dark to see a thing.
Come here, George. What are you doing?
I was just trying to liven things up.
With a pocket full of dynamite? I'll be having those explosives, George.
But
No. No buts, George.
through the gloom, I could just see stairs leading down. Come on, Nico. We need to find Langham.
Wow. This place is extraordinary. You think this is really Eden?
Well, if you see any apples, think twice before you eat them. Look! Lucifer. Jehovah.
And Langham.
He's got Eva. Whatever he's up to.
I hope we're in time.
Look, the altar. The glowing thing? It's the shape of the tabula. We have to get across there, quick! A steep tunnel led up to the surface. The place gave me the creeps, but we couldn't leave until we'd defeated Langham. As ever, Nico and I were knee-deep in an ancient conspiracy. What do you suppose Langham's up to?
Whatever it is, we need to stop him before it's too late.
How are we going to stop him?
We need to help Eva first. Then we do whatever it takes.
Okay, you ready for this?
Of course. Are you?
The ancient bridge had collapsed many years ago. Langham had used a ladder to cross, but that ladder was now on the other side. The lightweight aluminum ladder was caught up in the tangle of vines. It looked like Langham had used this to cross the gap. The ladder was tangled in vines. I couldn't reach it from there. A tangled mass of dry old vines hung from the ceiling. The ladder got caught up in him. A huge statue of Lucifer framed one side of the altar. There was an ancient tree behind Lucifer. The tree of knowledge? The wool would never have been strong enough to pull the ladder from the vines. A lasso would have tangled on the vines rather than the ladder. I didn't want to put Trevor in harm's way. Brett was an effective herbicide, but I couldn't just wait for the vines to shrivel and die. It was a dried-up, dead-looking bush. The lighter had run out of fuel, but the flint could still make sparks.
George, what are you doing?
I kind of have a plan.
Well, I hope it works.
It was a burning bush. How very biblical. I love the smell of Brett in the morning. The ladder had fallen to bridge the gap.
You! Don't you ever give up? But you're too late. No one can stop me now.
Do something, George! He's crazy!
No, not crazy, as you will soon see.
You'll destroy us all!
Ha! The ancients who built these statues feared their powers, but soon I shall control them.
What are you going to do with the tabula?
It is the key that will awaken the two gods. Upon my command, Lucifer shall smite Jehovah with his power, annihilate him.
You can't destroy Jehovah. You'll shatter the balance. You'll plunge the world into chaos.
No. Ruled by Lucifer, man will be liberated to realize his greatest ambitions, to realize his full potential. But this isn't the place to discuss these things.
Where do you suggest?
How about eternity?
George!
Ecce homo!
A tunnel led to the surface. Escape was the last thing on my mind. I had to save George. The bush was charred from George's pyrotechnics. A massive statue of Lucifer towered over the altar. Blue light shot from the orb in his hand. The tree that had previously looked dead was now glowing with energy. It was the ladder George had knocked down.
Nico, you must stop him.
Eva, what do we do? I don't know.
But your father said you had the answer.
He used to talk about pure light. Pure light? What does that mean? I don't know. That's what he said. Pure light, white light, will conquer. George! I had no idea what Langham was up to, but it didn't look good. He was walking on the pool, bathed in colored light. And beneath the colors, he seemed to be changing.
Nico! Pure light! Get me light!
Langham! Stop this! Langham! Langham! It was no use. He hardly noticed me. Eva was tied up. Nico, thank God you're here. We must stop Langham before it's too late. What's going on? He's inserted the tabula. Powers are rising.
Nico! Hurry! Please, light! Pure, white light!
How do we stop Langham? I don't know. My father used to talk about pure light, white light prevailing. How do we stop him? Pure light, that's what my father said. A massive statue of Jehovah framed on one side of the altar. Green light shot from the orb in his hand. Before Langham had started doing his thing, the tree had appeared lifeless. Now it was pulsating with energy. Reach him with the mop. And despite its maker's claims, I suspected it wouldn't cope with that lake. Hitting Eva with the mop wasn't going to help. That would probably have brought the roof down. Blowing Eva up would not have been constructive. He was too close to George. A large crack ran across one side of the altar. An ethereal light shone from the crack. Run for it, Eva!
That's it, Nico. Rise up, Lucifer! Smite Jehovah!
Just got it. Focus the light. Pura, lux, victura est.
Jehovah must be destroyed! The world will embrace Lucifer! What gives you the right to stand in his way?
Free will. That's what we bring. Humanity brings free will. The final piece of the Trinity.
Alright guys, while you've been larking about, I've been thinking about supper. How does a nice barbecue tickle your fancy?
I think you'd better have this, don't you?
My father gave his life to find it. Now I must spend mine protecting it.
How? Where will you go?
To Catalonia, I have a house and a chapel to restore, and a new life to build as a Gnostic leader.
You know, Nico, this time I really wasn't sure if we were going to make it.
Perhaps we had the gods on our side, or whatever those powers were.
Maybe you're right.
You know, we make a great team.
We could be more than a team.
Oh?
Before this all started, back in Paris, I was just about to invite you out to...
Oi! Dinner is served.
Fantastic.
What's on the menu?
Doner kebabs with a spicy fig compote.
Wait, Donna as in... Donna?
But Nico, I thought you loved goat.
despair. Listen, babe, do you think you're going my way? Stop the car, I wanna get in. Jasmine, she got right through my skin. Jasmine, I'm hooked so deep way in. Jasmine, okay, I lose you in. She's so cool, she's pure adrenaline. One minute she's sweetness and light, next moment she's on fire and fight. Got me wondering, is it day or night? Ooh, baby, you're out of sight. Jasmine, she got right through my skin. Jasmine, I'm hooked so deep away in. Jasmine, okay, I lose you in. So cool, adrenaline. was right. Oh, beautiful and wide-eyed, out of place and time, standing in a bus line, so cool and automatic. I was crackling with static. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. She's my heavenly twin. She's my Jasmine. She talks like a soundtrack. I wanna check the playback. She's cool and enigmatic. She's really neoclassic. Her smile's a panacea, a present-day Sophia. I'm buzzing like a short out. My mind's a brawl in a courthouse. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. She's my heavenly twin. She's my Jasmine. Shades of gray and a million miles away, bewildering and abstract. She really is a new black. I'm hypnotized and tongue-strapped. Feels like a dollar zooming flashback. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. She's my heavenly twin. She's mine. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world.